Bhagini, please start. Hari Om Sarvebhyah. आपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपेक्षम् अङ्घ्रिद्वयं निगमशाकिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिघ्नं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरं नः सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. So from this session onwards, Satsang session, we will be adding bhajans as a part of our each and every session. So whatever the bhajans that we learn, we'll have the devotees chant it in every session. So any devotee who is interested can join the session and sing the bhajan. We will have 3 devotees chant any bhajan that we practice. So today the session will be started by Ganesha Pancharatna Stotra as a bhajan by Pankaja Tulsiram Bhagini, Mala Sampat Bhagini, and then Veer Balahuja Bhagini. So we'll start with the bhajan and then we'll proceed towards the satsang session. Dhanyawada Sarvebhyah.
अथ श्री गणेश पंचरत्न स्तोत्रम् मुदाकरात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्ति साधकं कलाधरावतं सकं विलासि लोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकम् नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् न तेतरातिभीकरं नवोदितार्कभास्वरं न मत्सुरारिनिर्जरं नताधिकापदुद्धरम् सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात् परं निरन्तरम् समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरम् दरेतरोदरं वरं वरेधवक्त्रमक्षरम् कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृतां नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् अकिञ्चनाप्तिमार्जनं चिरन्तनोऽपिभाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वणम् प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणं कपोलदानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्तिमन्तकान्तकात्मजं अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तहीन मन्तराय कृन्तनम् हृदन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिना तमेकदन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् महागणेश पञ्चरत्नमादरेण योन्महं प्रजल्पति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरं गणेश्वरम् अरोगतामदोषतां सुसाहितीं सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरा समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरा मुदाकरात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिदेपदैत्यकं नदासुवासुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् नाते नातेतरातिभीकरं नवोदि दार्कभास्वर नमत्सुरारिनिर्जरं ददाति तुकापदुर्धरम् सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं मागेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरं समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्ज सरोतरेतरं वरं परे भवक्त्रमक्षरं कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृता नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् अकिञ्चनातिपार्जनं चिरन्तनो भाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वशर्वणं प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणम् कपोलतानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्ति मन्दकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्दहीन मन्दराय कृन्दनं कृतन्दरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनां तामेकतन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् मगा गणेश पञ्जरत्र मादरेण योद्भग प्रजल्पति प्रपादके कृतिस्मरन् गणेश्वरम् अरोगता मदोषदा सुशागिरीं सुपुत्रतां समागितायुरुष्टभूति माप्युवैषो सोषिता समागितायुरुष्टभूति माप्युपैति सोषिता
मुदाकरात् मोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकेकनायकं विनाशितेभ्य दैत्यकम् नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् न ते तरातिभीकरं नवोदितार्क भास्वरं न मत्सुरारिनिर्जरं नताधिकापदुद्धरं सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरं समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरं दरेतरोदरं वरं वरे भवक्तरं क्षरं कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृतां नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् अकिञ्चनार्तिमार्जनं चिरन्तनोक्तिभाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वणम् प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणम् कपोलदानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्ति मन्तकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तहीन मन्तराय कृन्तनम् निरन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनां तमेकदन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् महागणेश पञ्चरत्नमादरेण योन्महम् प्रजल्पति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरन् गणेश्वरम् अरोगतां दोषतां सुसाहिते सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरात् समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरात्
धन्यवादः Pankaja Bhagini, Veerbaga Bhagini, and Mala Bhagini. Now we will make this a practice to include any of the bhajans that we practice to inculcate in our satsang sessions, every satsang session. So we'll be happy if the devotees are interested. Please let me know. Now, without further delay, we will start with our satsang session. So the Ekadashi Mahatmyam of Parsva Ekadashi and Indra Ekadashi will be explained by Radharani Bhagini. Yes, Bhagini.
Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang session. Today we are going to talk about Ekadashi Mahatmyam. Actually, in the previous sessions, we have started already one session. We have discussed about Devashaina Ekadashi and Samta Ekadashi. Today, we are going to discuss about Parivartani Ekadashi and Indra Ekadashi. Before that, let's give a brief introduction about what is Ekadashi and how many Ekadashis are in a year. I'm going to present. Only window is visible, Mahodaya, or full slide presentation is visible.
Bhagini, if you scroll down, there is a plus and minus for zooming it completely down. Yeah, you can just bring it down. Yes.
I'd like to do in presentation mode, but here one window is, yeah, no. Welcome to Satsang 10th session. As usual, as a custom, we do the shloka. I recite this shloka, or any one of you can recite this shloka along with me. Can anyone want to recite this shloka? Yeah, Meenakshi Bhagini. Yes, Bhagini. Unmute and recite.
Yes.
Jadhiyo harati.
जाढ्यं धियो हरति
Sinchati vachi satyam.
सिञ्चति वाचि सत्यं
Manonatim dishati.
मानोन्नतिं विशति
Papamapakaroti.
पापमपाकरोति
Cheta prasadayati.
चेतः प्रसादयति
Dikshu tanoti kirtim.
दिक्षु तनोति कीर्तिम्
Satsangati kathaya.
सत्सङ्गतिः कथय
Kinna karoti pumsam.
खिन्न करोति पुंसाम्.
Now full shloka Bhagini.
Okay.
Yajhan dhiyo harati sinchati vachi Satyam
Ja. Okay, you finish the slogan.
Manonatim dishati papamapakaroti. Recite.
जाड्यं धियो हरति सिञ्जति वाचि सत्यं मानोन्नतिं दिशति पापमपाकरोति
Cheta prasadayati dikshutanoti kirtim satsangati kathaya kinna karoti pumsam.
चेतः प्रसादयति दिक्षुतनोति कीर्तिम् सत्सङ्गतिः कथय किन्न करोति पुंसाम्
Uttamam Bhagini. Recite full shloka Bhagini.
जाड्यं धियो हरति सिञ्चति वाचि सत्यम् मानोन्नतिं दिशति पापमपाकरोति चेतः प्रसादयति दिक्षु तनोति कीर्तिं सत्सङ्गतिः कथय किं न करोति पुंसाम्.
Uttamam Bhagini. Uttamam. So these are the two shlokas explains the benefits of Ekadashi, that Mahatmyam. Ekadashi Vratan Nama Sarvakama Phalapradam Kartavyam Sarvada Viprair Vishnu Prinana Karanam Upavasassa Vigneyaha Sarvabhoga Vivarjitaha Manasa Kriyate Yastu Sahi Sarvottamo Vrataha. As many of you know, on this Ekadashi, most of the people observe fasting on Ekadashi day and they do Parana the next day, that is Dwadashi day. Just I'll give a brief introduction. What is Ekadashi and how many Ekadashis in a year and importance of Ekadashi fasting. Then we go to Parsva Ekadashi and Indra Ekadashi. First, what is Ekadashi? Does any one of you know about what is Ekadashi and why this name came to Ekadashi to this tithi? Anyone know?
Ekadashi comes once in 15 days
Yeah.
after Amavasya and after Purnima.
Yeah. So
11th day.
Krishna Paksham and Shukla Paksham. Yeah, that 11th day of the lunar fortnight. Good. Very nice. These are the observations. Shukla Paksha, one Ekadashi Tithi, and Krishna Paksha, another Ekadashi Tithi. The name, do you know how the name came to Ekadashi? There is one story behind the this Tithi. Okay, I'll wait. Once there was a demon called named Mura, and he disturbed the lives of the people. Maybe he disturbed the devas also. Then, as usual, all went to Brahma or Vishnu to get rid of this from this demon called Mura. Then, from Vishnu Manas, one lady as a Ekadashi is a goddess from Lord Vishnu's creation, and she killed that Mura, and so from that time only the 11th day of lunar cycle is named after her, Ekadashi. The Lord Vishnu has given boon to that goddess Ekadashi, as her name is named after her. Lunar cycle is named after her. And how many Ekadashis in a year? Maybe you know the number, but do you know the names, all the names? By saying all the names also, we get rid of all the sins. There are 24 Ekadashis in a regular year, but in a leap year, 2 more Ekadashis will appear. Let's have a look at this from the beginning. Utpanna Ekadashi, Mokshada Ekadashi, Saphala Ekadashi, Putrada Ekadashi, Shattila Ekadashi, Jaya or Bhaimi Ekadashi, Vijaya Ekadashi, Amalaki Ekadashi, Papa Mochani Ekadashi, and Kamada Ekadashi, Varuthini Ekadashi, Mohini Ekadashi, Apara Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi, Yogini Ekadashi, Shayana or Padma Ekadashi, or Devashaini Ekadashi also, we call it, and Kamika Ekadashi, Pavitropana Ekadashi, Aja or Annada Ekadashi, Parivartani or Parsva Ekadashi, and Indra Ekadashi. These two we are going to discuss now. And remaining are Papankusha Ekadashi, Rama Ekadashi, Haribodhini Ekadashi, Adhika Masa, Padmini Ekadashi, and Parama Ekadashi. Each Ekadashi has a unique and different stories behind why we celebrate that Ekadashi and what is the reason for celebrating that Ekadashi Vratam. So each Ekadashi has a different story. We discussed in previous sessions about Devashaini Ekadashi that falls on Ashada Masa and Kamika Ekadashi also. Now we see Parivartani Ekadashi. Before that, we look at the importance of Ekadashi. Each Ekadashi has specific importance, as I said before. And Ekadashi is believed to be a day when cosmic energies are conducive to spiritual practices. Who wants to go into the route of spiritual practices? It is believed to be, if they do Ekadashi Vrata, like fasting and maybe Vishnu, Lord Vishnu Aradhana, these cosmic energies helps us to attain moksha. And only by listening to the names of the Ekadashi, many sins are washed away. Only by listening or uttering the names of the Ekadashi. And Ekadashi fasting is very auspicious, not only in a spiritual way, but in scientifically also it's proven that fasting is very good for each human being. Our digestive system takes break from continuously working. So all the systems, all our human body systems will be cleaned and re-energized. The science behind Ekadashi fasting, according to science, actually it takes about 3 to 4 days for the food that we eat today to reach our brain, not digestion. Remember that, to reach our brain, it takes 3 to 4 days. Can you believe it? It takes 3 to 4 days. That's why we eat light food or fasting on Ekadashi days. So one meal is enough, or otherwise, if you can do fasting, just take fruits and maybe water, liquid. That intake will reach the brain correspondingly on the new moon or full moon day. That is, new moon means Krishna Paksha and full moon Shukla Paksha. On both of these days, the earth pressure is at its maximum. Thus, leads to the imbalance in everything and maybe in our thought process also. So, if the input to the brain is at a minimum, the chances of the brain maybe indulging any our daily activity or our routine or our work and all, due to the high pressure, imbalance also becomes minimum. And one more explanation is compared to any other day of the moon cycle, the atmospheric pressure is the lowest on the Ekadashi days. So the best time to fast and cleanse the bowel system. It is not told to do after maybe when you get older. It should be observed from the younger age itself. If you want to practice it during your older age, you have to take care of your health and all. You have to take the doctor's advice also. Maybe you can pass on this message to your children and grandchildren. So these are the scientific benefits proven of fasting. So this fasting cleanses our bowel system. If we fast on any other day, the pressure or strain may damage our system. So that's why they have kept only do fasting on Ekadashi day, the 11th day of the lunar cycle. It is advisable that after fasting on the Ekadashi, on the immediate next day, that is Dwadashi, we get up early and eat as soon as possible. That too light meal. Not heavy meal, light meal and digestible meal. And there are certain rules for fasting and all. These you can verify in internet or maybe we'll talk about some other time. These are already discussed. So today we are going to discuss about Parivartani Ekadashi or Parsva Ekadashi. The Parivartani or Parsva, do you know what is the meaning of this? During Ashada Shuddha Ekadashi, Lord Vishnu goes to sleep. After that, he turns from one side to other side. Parivartani, he changes his sleep position. That's why the name called Parivartani or Parsva, from one side to other side. So that is called as Parivartani Ekadashi or Parsva Ekadashi. Each word has a story, each festival has a story and lots of benefits in our Hindu tradition, actually. And the story behind this is, it's also known as Vamana Jayanti, as already we have decided in Naraniyam also, Vamanopakyanam or something about Vamana birth and how he killed Bali Chakravarti. He asked for 3 boons. Bali Chakravarti, he wants to 3 steps of land. Bali Chakravarti, Mahabali agrees for those boons and he gave all these 3 boons. So Bali Vamana, the reincarnation of 5th reincarnation of Lord Vishnu. He born to Aditi, and after he knows that Bali Chakravarti is doing some yaga, he goes to him and asks for these 3 boons, for 3 steps of land. Then he steps one foot on the earth and 1 foot on the sky. He asks Bali Chakravarti, so where do I step my 3rd step? Where do I keep my foot as a 3rd step? So Bali by that time, Bali agrees that he came, Lord Vishnu came in the Rupa of Vamana. So he shows his head to step on my head. So Vamana steps on Bali Chakravarti, his foot and steps on him and puts down him to the Patala Loka, to stay in Patala Loka only. Even though Bali is born in Rakshasa Vamsa, Prahlada also born in Rakshasa Vamsa. So after that, he gave boon to Bali Chakravarti to rule the Patala Loka. So that's why that is the story behind this Parivartani Ekadashi or Parsva Ekadashi, and also known as Vamana Jayanti. Okay. Any doubts in this story? It falls on Shukla Paksha in the month of Bhadrapada Masa. So now the next Ekadashi is Indra Ekadashi, which falls on the month of Ashwin. Ashwin Masa in Sanskrit, or in maybe Telugu, or I don't know, in many also know it's known as Ashvayaja Masa. Ashvayaja Masa falls on September and October. This month, Indra Ekadashi will be observed and will be quite significant as it falls in the Pitru Paksha period. Many of us do Pinda Pradhana on this day, Mahalaya Amavasya. We do ancestors, we take ancestors' blessings on that day. So, how this story, what is the story behind Indra Ekadashi? It's observed during the Krishna Paksha of Ashwina Mantha, Ashweja Masa also. The fasting on this day is believed to help devotees attain moksha and free their ancestors from past sins, and take blessings of their ancestors also. Story of Indra Ekadashi revolves around the king Indrasena, who is a ruler of Mahishmati kingdom. I don't know where it is, Mahishmati kingdom. And that in that kingdom, Indrasena ruled that kingdom during Satya Yuga. One day, he rules very nicely. He observes many vratas and he does pujas also. A very good king. One day, sage Narada came to him from Brahmaloka. On his route, he met King Indrasena's father in Yamaloka. What is he doing in Yamaloka? Maybe as of all of us know, people who does sins goes to Yamaloka. So he might be, Indrasena's father also might have done some sins. So he was in Yamaloka. Narada met him, and Indrasena's father sent a message to his son via Narada, sage Narada, that convey this message to my son that I am in Yamaloka. So sage Narada goes to King Indrasena and he passes the message to king. So then immediately king asks Narada, says Narada, so let me tell something, Mahodaya. What can I do to free my father from Yamaloka? Then Narada Muni advises King Indrasena to do fasting on Indra Ekadashi, that falls on Ashwina Masa. Krishna Paksha. So, as of all of us know, we obey our elder people's Shabda, Vacha, and yeah, this king also followed says Narada Muni's advice, and he did fasting, Ekadashi fasting, and did many pujas to Lord Vishnu, and he pleased Lord Vishnu. After that, after his fasting and all, Shraddha rituals, also he has done Shraddha rituals on that day. So he pleased all the deities. So his ancestors, his father has freed, and he attained moksha. Then it lead to another loka, maybe Swarga loka or Brahma loka, I don't know. So that is the story behind this Indra Ekadashi. So many people do this Pitru Paksha time, all this Pinda Pradana and all Shraddha rituals to seek blessings from our ancestors. Few people do differently in many places. Each place has a unique routine. Now Mahalaya Amavasa is coming. On that day, we do these Shraddha rituals. By listening to the Ekadashi Vrata Mahatya or Ekadashi stories also, we will be freed from the sins. Each Ekadashi has a particular benefit. If you do fasting on Indra Ekadashi, your ancestors will be freed from sins. Or maybe in Devashani Ekadashi, if you do fasting, there is another benefit. Nirjala Ekadashi, there is another benefit. And Putrada Ekadashi, on that day, if you do fasting, you will be you will get maybe sons or child, like that. Mokshada Ekadashi, you will get moksha. So each Ekadashi has a particular benefit. And the fasting rules also depends according to our custom. On this Ekadashi day, we have to take light meal. You can have one meal if you can't do fasting as a full day. One meal, light meal. Then fruits. After evening, you do bath and light a diya in front of Lord Vishnu and offer some prasada. And after morning, Dwadashi day, morning, there is some Parana time. You can observe in calendar also. During that Parana time, you can break the fast and have light meal. Any doubts? Have any doubts or maybe if you don't have any doubts, we can end the session with a Shanti mantra. Okay, Mahodaya, is that okay? Did I miss anything?
No, Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. And I would all like to remind everyone the 33rd Dashakam of Sriman Narayaniyam that we are doing is Ambarishopakhyaana, which is about Ambarish, the first story that Radharani Bhagini had revealed. So there is much more that we can talk about this. Nonetheless, if we have any questions, anything like that, we can take it. If anybody is interested to ask questions, they can raise their hand. Astu. So we will end the session. Just one information. I'll be posting a poll with regard to the upcoming sessions, the topics, and all those things. Kindly participate in the poll, even though you cannot participate in the meetings. It will help us decide the topics easily. Astu. Let me just tell the Shanti mantra. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः for participating.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवाद महोदय. धन्यवाद भगिनी.
Thank you, Radharani Bhagini.